Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today there's been a made new video. Obviously, if you've clicked on it you probably know, but it's been a whole year since I last made a video, and I've got a lot more Skylanders since then, so I could do a collection update if that's something you guys would be interested in. But today I've decided to make a return to Skylanders videos because I had a load of fun making them before, and I thought, hey, let's do it again. So what's better to come back with than a Skylander review? So after 3 seconds of critical thinking, I chose a Spyro. He's the face of the first game. Should have been more, but still, we're doing Spyro. And he's probably the most recognizable Skylander, behind maybe Swap Force Star Pack, because a lot of people know the octopus guy and the weird robot. But I've decided to review his moves and his Series 2 WoW Power, because I don't have Series 3, so I can't show off his WoW Power. Also showing off his price for all 3 series, and I hope you enjoy. So this is Spyro's primary attack, and it's called Flame Ball. Square to breathe balls of fire at your enemies. It does 43 damage, and it's a pretty good primary move. It's pretty average, but it does decent damage, and it's quite good. So this is Spyro's secondary attack. It's called Charge, and you press and hold circle to lower your horns and charge forward, and it knocks down all enemies. And it does 22 damage, which is okay. It's a bit weak for level 20, but it's okay. This is Spyro's first upgrade. It's called Long Range Race, and Flame Balls travel further. It seems like a pretty basic attack, but it is needed. It was needed, because if you go back to the intro, you can see me trying to blow up some boxes, and the fireballs didn't reach. They burnt out too quickly, so this is a much needed upgrade. Spyro's third attack, like many in the first game, is flying. You press triangle to fly, and he goes faster and he has more resistance, which I didn't know. But as you see, I'm here testing it, but then I realised in the MAP and Imaginators you walk faster than normal, so it wouldn't be a fair test. So I go into the battle arena. It takes half an hour to get through the loading screen, and once I get in, Buzz starts talking to me, so everything starts going wrong, but then you can finally see the fair test.
Well. Nice to see you again, Skyland.
So this is Spyro's flying. It is a little bit faster than his regular walking speed, but I would just use the charge attack. It's a lot faster, and it does damage if there's any enemies nearby. But here you can see me trying to use his attacks, but for some reason the fireballs, they hit the ground and go forwards. So Spyro's 5th upgrade is Sprint Charge, and you can perform the charge attack for increased distance and longer time, basically. And it's quite a good upgrade. It's much needed, because it makes you run faster and for longer. So it's just a quality of life upgrade that's really needed, and it's a good upgrade. It is the same amount of damage though. Well, I think it should have done a bit more. The next upgrade is Triple Flame Balls, which is a really, really good upgrade. Surprisingly, not an upgrade path. It definitely wasn't needed, but I'm so glad they added it, because it just makes Spyro so much better than he was before. And here I'm testing that the middle fireball has more range for some reason, and I don't know why, but it does the same amount of damage. And now we get to the part that everyone's been waiting for, the upgrade paths. So I decided to pick the top path, which is called Sheep Burner or something. And so the first upgrade is Fire Shield, and I don't know if, I assume it knocks enemies back and maybe hits enemies around you or stops Spyro from taking damage. It's a pretty good upgrade, but I don't think it was needed. Spyro's second upgrade on his upgrade path is Exploding Fire Blast. This is where all flame balls do extra damage and the middle one explodes, and it's a pretty good upgrade. It definitely makes Spyro more powerful, but I think it should have done a little bit more damage, not just 51. Next we have an attack called the Daybringer Flame, which you hold square and Spyro charges a flame ball, which does a massive amount of damage. I think it does 122 damage, but you never can do more than that, so it doesn't matter how long you hold it, you won't do more than 122 damage. Spyro's soul gem is the Earth Ground Pound. When Spyro's flying, you can press the charge attack, and he hits the ground with his horns, and it does 137 damage. I think this is a really good soul gem, as it's very strong and its most powerful attack. One downside though is you need to be flying. And now we move on to the second upgrade path and the Series 2 Wow Pow. The first upgrade on the second upgrade path is Stun Charge, where you can, when you charge into enemies, you can stun them for a few seconds. And because I couldn't stun the training dummies, I went into a surprise attack to show off the move. You can see me here trying to use the move. It didn't work on that first one, but now it's working on the second one. And it works pretty well. It stuns them for quite a while, a few seconds. Spyro's next upgrade is called Comic Dash, which just does increased damage to his normal dash ability. I mean, it's kind of like a useless slot. It does do a little bit more damage, but I don't think there was any point for it. Although it does make the soul gem more powerful. The next and final upgrade on the bottom upgrade path is Ibex's Wrath Charge, which just makes Spyro's charge do more damage. But it does add these cool horns that appear above his head, like goat-looking horns. They're pretty good. This does a lot more damage. It goes from 28 to 37 damage. It also makes you go a lot faster. Spyro's bottom upgrade path makes his soul gem a lot more powerful. The ground pound, or Spyro's earth pound, just does a lot more damage with these two more damaging upgrades on this charge attack. 137 damage is just crazy for his attack. And now we go on to Spyro's Series 2 Wow Pow, which is called Fire Slam. You do the same ground pound, but you shoot some flame balls out as you do it. This Wow Pow puts Spyro in a very difficult position, because with the Series 1, the bottom path is clearly the better upgrade path, as it makes your soul gem more powerful. But with this Wow Pow, both paths make it more powerful, because the ground pound is more powerful, which you do, and then the fireballs, which if you pick the top path would be more powerful, shoot out. So I decided to go onto the SCL shop and on CEX, which is a British second-hand game shop, to find prices on all of the figures. Series 1 Spyro on CEX is 25 pence, and Series 1 Spyro on the SCL shop is 99 pence. Meaning Spyro is cheapest on CEX. Series 2 Spyro is £5 on CEX, but CEX doesn't have an image, that's why you're seeing that little robot. And Series 2 Spyro is £10 on the SCL shop, meaning Series 2 Spyro is cheaper on CEX. This is Series 3 Mega Ram Spyro, and he's £3 on CEX. It does show the box in the image, but it will not come with the box in the actual. And this is Mega Ram Spyro in the SCL shop, which is £3. This means they're both a tie, and you can buy from whichever shop you want. And now I'm going to give my final thoughts on Spyro as a Skylander. I think that Spyro is a good Skylander. He's good for the star pack because he's quite simple and quite strong. I believe that the top upgrade path is more fun, but the bottom path is probably better because it makes your Wow Pow and your Soul Gem a lot more powerful. Now I'm going to rate him. I'm going to rate him out of 5 based on a few factors. Design. His design has changed, and I do think the Reignited Trilogy design is much better. But his design, I'd give a 3, a 4 maybe. His abilities, I'd give a 5 because he's a lot of fun. And his playstyle is quite simple, so I'm going to give him a 3 for his playstyle. Using these 3 factors, I have decided overall Spyro will get a 4 out of 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please give a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Goodbye.